Please excuse my pronunciation. I'm still working on it. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I have now driven my BMW iX1 eDrive 20 for 80,000 kilometers or 50,000 miles. The car was built in February 2024 and today I like to share my experience after 2.5 years of ownership. We will talk about the repairs, any issues I have encountered, what I really like about the car, the condition of the battery, maintenance cost, tire wear, charging cost, and of course the really world driving range in both summer and winter. But before we get into all of that, let's head outside and take a closer look of the car itself. How does it look after more than 80,000 kilometers or 50,000 miles? Had it aged well? Are there visible defects? Let's find out together. Here we are with the BMW. The car is finished in mineral white metallic and comes with the M Sport package. Personally, I still think it looks fantastic. I love the design and the proportions and the color. Walking around the car, you will notice that are not dents or major single of wear. It still looks great. Even the alloy wheels are in excellent conditions. The curb, rash or scratches at all. Looking at the hood, I only found a single stone chip after more than 80,000 kilometers or 50,000 miles, which really speaks for the quality of BMW paintwork considering how much I have driven this car. I also want to show you the driver's seat. Even after all these kilometers, it still looks almost new. It's not worn out, it's not shaking, and that's quite impressive, especially considering I'm definitely not a lightweight. Next, let's take a look at the driver statistics. BMW provides a fantastic overview of the vehicle data. Over the entire lifetime of the car, my average energy consumption has been 16.5 kilowatt per 100 kilometers. This includes both summer and winter driving. My driving style has remained very constant throughout, including city traffic, country roads and plenty of motorway driving. The statistics always show that I have spent 62 days, 15 hours and 10 minutes behind the wheel. At the time of recording this video, the odometer reads 81,300 kilometers or 50,000 miles. One figure really impressed me. It's the amount of the energy recovered through regenerative braking. So far, the car has recuperated 3,755.3 kilowatt hours of energy. I honestly think that's an outstanding result. When checking the vehicle status, everything looks perfect. There are no warning message or technical issues. You can also see that all scheduled maintenance and service work has been completed. Many of you are probably wondering how often the car has been in the workshop. Well, I took delivery of the vehicle on February 1st, 2024. The first workshop visit was in the end of January 2026, when the car received the first scheduled service together with a warranty inspection. I did have to pay anything for that service because I was included in my leasing contract. Well, come back to that in a moment. Let's also talk briefly about charging. Around 90% of all charging has been done at home using AC charging. When charging with AC, the displayed average consumption of 16.5 kilowatt per hour per 100 kilometers isn't a complete picture, because you also have a account for approximately 10% charging loss. With DC fast charging, however, the displayed consumption is much more accurate because the electricity flows directly into the battery and the onboard RC charger isn't involved. Many viewers also asked me what it costs to insure a BMW iX1 in Austria. In my case, I currently pay 144.66 euros per month. That includes comprehensive insurance, third-party liability insurance and the Austrian motor vehicle tax. What additional expenses did I have after buying the car? First of all, I need a complete set of winter wheels. Set alloy wheels costs 675.71 euros, while the winter tires including mounting and balancing were around 600 euros. During these 80,000 kilometers or 50,000 miles, I have also worn out a complete set of summer tires. I currently driving on my second set. The winter tires, however, are still their original set and should easily last another winter season. So whatever people claim that electric cars destroy tires extremely quickly, I simply can't confirm that. In my experience, this tire life is actually very good. Another accessory I bought was a portable charging cable with a built-in 3-fast power connector. It costs 593.93 euros and was manufactured by Go eCharger, an Austrian company. Fortunately, this purchase qualified for a government subsidy, so I received the full amount back. In the end, the charging cable didn't cost me anything. The only damage I experienced during the entire ownership period was a stone clip in the windshield. Unfortunately, the crack spread to the windshield had to be replaced. My insurance covered the replacement and I only had to pay 105 euros deductible. Now let's talk about the service package. When I ordered the BMW, I also purchased BMW's 4-year service inclusive package. At the time it cost 550 euros, which I considered to be extremely value for the money. Looking back, I'm very happy that I closed it. It gives you peace of mind and you don't have to worry about unexpected maintenance costs during the first year of ownership. Now I'd like to show you something that I personally don't like. Every BMW comes with 2 vehicle keys. Anyone who owns a BMW knows that you have to create a personal driver profile. Unfortunately, BMW only allows 1 key to the permanently assigned to your profile. That means my primary key is linked to my personal profile, while the second key either has no profile assigned or uses a different one. At home, both keys are lying next to each other. Sometimes I grab the correct one and everything works perfectly. Other times I accidentally pick up the other key and my personal profile isn't loaded. Why is that annoying? Because I use my trips feature in the BMW app for my driving log. Whenever I have to use the wrong key, my trips are simply unrecorded. Personally, I think BMW should allow both physical keys to be assigned to the same driver profile. That would solve the problem completely. BMW also offers the digital key. In my case, I use it with my iPhone. Overall, it works really well. I no longer need to carry a physical key. As long as my iPhone is with me, it simply walks up to the car, it unlocks automatically. I get in, press the start button and drive away. However, there is one small inconvenience. If I leave my iPhone in the car, perhaps charging in the center console, and step outside to open the trunk won't unlock. To make it work, I either have to open the driver's door first and unlock all doors manually, or I need to have my iPhone in my pocket. That can be frustrating. Imagine you are just quickly loading groceries while your phone is charging in the car. You walk to the rear, try to open the trunk, and nothing happens. Then you have to walk back to the driver's door, unlock the vehicle, and only then you can access the luggage compartment. I'm sure BMW could improve this with a software update. Now I'd like to address another topic that often comes up in the comments. Many people claim that BMW's traffic sign recognition system is flawless. Personally, I don't agree. I recorded the following footage using the vehicle's built-in cameras. The first sequence came from the front camera, while the second was captured by the right side camera. If you're interested in how to record videos with the BMW camera system, I have already made a separate video about that. Now take a close look. You'll notice that the stop sign belongs to a side road, not to the road I'm actually driving on. Nevertheless, the BMW occasionally detects it incorrectly, and this doesn't just happen at this particular intersection. I have experienced similar situations many times. Especially on motorways, the system sometimes reads speed limit signs that don't even apply to my lane. For example, it often detects the small 80 km/h stickers mounted on the back of trucks. Sometimes it also ignores additional signs underneath speed limits and therefore interprets the restriction incorrectly. As a result, the display speed limit is occasionally completely unrealistic. If you are driving with adaptive cruise control and automatic speed adjustment enabled, the car may suddenly slow down from 130 km/h to 80 km/h, even though there is absolutely no valid speed limit. When that happens, it's definitely not ideal. So while the system works well, most of the time it certainly isn't perfect. That's one of my personal critiques. There are two more things that occasionally annoy me. The first is a steering intervention system. Sometimes the car seems convenient that I know better than I do where I want to drive. The steering corrections can occasionally feel a little too aggressive. The second issue concerns the brightness settings. Both the head-up display and the central display allows you to adjust the brightness. Unfortunately, every time I restart the vehicle, both settings are returned to 100% brightness, so I have to adjust them manually almost every single time. Hopefully BMW will address this in a future software update. Now that's enough complaining. To be honest, these are really minor issues. No car is perfect and many of these points come down to personal preference. What bothers one driver may not bother someone else at all. So let's talk about everything I really love about this car. Over more than 80,000 kilometers or 50,000 miles, I haven't experienced a single technical problem. No warning lights, no unexpected breakdowns, no reliability issues, whatever. Every single time I get into the car, it simply works. Driving the BMW iX1 is incredibly relaxing. It feels comfortable, safe and familiar. It's one of those cars that immediately makes you feel at home. For me, it's simply a pleasure to drive. Every time I sit inside, I still enjoy the interior. The combination of materials, colors and the overall design creates a premium atmosphere that I continue to appreciate even that 2.5 years. Personally, I think BMW has done an outstanding job with the interior. For me, this car is simply the perfect daily driver. I feel completely comfortable with it and I have absolutely no regrets about switching to an electric vehicle. In fact, if I had to make the decision again today, I would choose the BMW iX1 without hesitation. So, what does the future look like for this car? After looking at today's used car market, I have realized that many electric vehicles lose around 70% of their value after 4 years and approximately 100,000 to 120,000 kilometers. For that reason, I have decided not to return the car at the end of the lease. Instead, I'm going to buy it and then continue driving for many more years. I have already seen reports of electric cars with 200,000 kilometers or more that still retain over 90% of their original battery capacity. This gives me a lot of confidence. My personal goal is now to reach 300,000 kilometers with this BMW iX1. Then we'll see how the battery is performing, how well the car has been aged, and whether buying it was the right decision. I think it will be a very interesting long-term experience. Finally, I'd like to show you the battery health report. This test was carried out during the warranty inspection when the car had approximately 61,000 kilometers or 40,000 miles on the odometer. As you can see, the battery still had 99% state of health. Personally, I think that's an impressive result. Of course, some people argue that BMW greatly unlocks part of the battery's reserved capacity over time, making battery degradation appear less significant. Whether that's true or it's difficult to verify. But based on the available data, I'm very happy with the battery condition. That brings us to the end of today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it and found it helpful. If you did, I'd really appreciate if you could leave a like and share through the comments below. And if you are new on the channel, don't forget to subscribe. It really helps support the channel and motivates me to continue producing long-term ownership videos like this one. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you all a wonderful weekend. Take care, enjoy the summer, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.